time with them, prior to this game. I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Herbert on third down now. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Again, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert. And this will be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, 54 yards. And the Chargers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On second down, Elliott once more. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff it behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Play action now, Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
To try again after the sack. Herbert escaping the pressure right. He's got him in, complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big pickup of 38.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know they're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 35 on second down.
Herbert on the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Hopkins' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's #1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, the offense, Charles, they were flirting with disaster, already backed up deep in their own territory. So the interception and the pick 6 ensued. That was a big play.
It certainly was, and the short field gave him the rare opportunity to take it all the way back and quickly. But once he saw that he had an open field, there's no way he's going to let that opportunity slip away and finds his way into the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Marr now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Chargers 17, Cowboys 14.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. From the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Let's go now.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete, as we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason. They've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
For the first play of the drive, lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Prescott. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. But a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Down carry by Elliott. 85 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 22, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him.
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17.
Finding space at the 40.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Allen.
Austin Eckler.
66 yards.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott to throw it. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Charger drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Here's the first throw now for Chase Daniel. That's caught. It's John Hightower.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now Rush. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Off the edge and right to the ball that time was Kyle Van Noy.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
They run here with Rico Dowdle.
That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run. That's a positive play for the offense.
To throw is Rush. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going to try and throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Sony Michel taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Here's Rush to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
I like the thought process. I like the design, but I think he may have waited a little too long to spot his man because if you're going to run that drag route, you've got to put it on him and let him turn upfield. Instead, he waits until his receiver's too close to the sideline, and they don't get the yards after the catch.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chris Rumph came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw Rush. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll try and throw for it here. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. This is Michel on the counter. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. Brought down by Devin Harper. 3 quarters in the books. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Daniel. Over the middle, it's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Daniel. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Hopkins' kick is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. From his end zone comes Rico Dowdle. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Rush. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Rush. And that'll be caught by Fehoko. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. at the 1-yard line.
This was almost what I've heard referred to as a pick 12.
Pick 12, explain.
Well, you're talking about the 6 that they were trying to get.
Because they were so close to the end zone.
And now the 6 going the other direction. So when you take a look at teams on the march, they're in the red zone. Then after the interception, and it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep them from going all the way.
Michelle will score. Touchdown Chargers. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack. And they fail on the try for 2. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Dowdle going to take this one out of the end zone.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Daniel. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He's got his tight end, McKinney, right side complete.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st down and goal to go.
Up the middle, it's Michelle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And Daniel fakes the handoff. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a costly INT in the end zone, no less, puts the brakes on their potential scoring drive.
So many teams stick with the passing game down near the goal line because they see it as an extension of what they do between the 20s. But as we said many, many times, the further you drive, the more the field shrinks. And that was a nice job of making a play on the football and coming away with the interception. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
A give running left, McAllister. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
To throw, it's Daniel. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. A give to Michel running right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
Following the fumble recovery, Rush. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Michael Davis. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Throwing now, Daniel.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Daniel.
That's complete to Hightower. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Here we go on 4th. Daniel. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said,
They've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rush. He's going to let it fly.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Rush. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Open man, Parham. He's got him. And he is going to have the Cowboys' 1st down as this defense, boy, a little too loose there. They give up a gain of 19 on 4th down.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time is run out now on this game.
And as this defense